Hey, what is up, Slimepack Nation? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another, I think I can still call this a trucking vlog, even though it's not my usual trucking content where I'm just full of action, picking up, delivering, back and driving, all of that. As you can tell from the title, this is gonna be a little talking video. I'm gonna try to make it as short and sweet as I can, straight to the point. The title should be somewhere around my 2-year review with Prime Inc. I have been with Prime Inc. now for 2 years. I hit my 2-year mark back in January, and I was supposed to have did this video, and I actually did record this video last week, but I didn't like the way that video was, so here I am redoing this video, and hopefully I can get this video out to y'all soon. So go ahead and like this video, leave a comment after the video is over with so you know what you're talking about, subscribe to the channel, and let's just go ahead and dive straight into this 2-year review. I don't have much to say. I don't have much to complain about. I'm not a big complainer. I'm not much of a complainer at all, but I do have my pros and I do have my cons. So we're gonna start out with some of the cons first. You know, people on the internet, they love negative stuff. Oh, and they do love to hear about pay. So we're gonna start out with pay. With everything that I'm speaking from my personal experience. So people, if you done had better experience and you've never experienced what I'm experiencing, okay, that's cool for you. Don't come on my video with your personal experiences and your personal feelings, getting them confused with what's going on with me. Got that clear? Alright, so now we're gonna start out with pay. From the time I first started leasing till now, I'm not gonna say I seen a decrease in pay, but I seen a slight bit of a decrease in pay. Because here is why I see a slight decrease in pay, is because of the lows. From the first time I started leasing, like that first year, every week was a hustle. I was probably doing a guaranteed 5 loads a week. Sometimes I could squeeze in 6. But whenever it was time for me to go home for my home time, probably get a good 4 loads in. But on the average, I was doing probably like 5 loads a week, constantly running hard. Soon as my 10 over with, get up, continue running, recapping it out. Never took a 34 at all. Never had enough time on a load to take a 34. But now, speaking between last summer up until now, it seems like I could only average around 3 to 4 loads a week. And then it's like the loads that Prime is giving you, too much time on the load. And sometimes the loads are not making sense. Like for an example, I got a load going a total of 800 miles. I picked it up Friday. Appointment time was for 10 a.m. I picked it up Friday. Now, the appointment time to drop off the load was for Saturday at 10 p.m. I don't need that much time for 800 miles. So me, the hustle that I am, I hurry up and delivered that load early. Now, if this had been a customer that's strict on appointment time and wouldn't take me early, I would have been stuck with that load for basically the whole weekend, because by the time I would have been unloaded, it would have been a Sunday. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for 800 miles is ridiculous. Like, Prime is giving us loads and it's too much time on the load, or they give you a load with just crazy deadhead. I remember I deadheaded somewhere to an area to get a load where there's supposed to be freight. Spoke to a Prime driver that was there taking a 34-hour reset because his dispatcher told him that there wasn't any freight available in that area. Mind y'all, I just deadheaded to that area to pick up a load, and he had been sitting there for hours because he had been told there wasn't any freight. Like, the deadhead doesn't make sense at times. There's been multiple times I deadheaded to an area to pick up a load and another driver has been there waiting. It's like, why not give the drivers that's already in that area that load? Like, all of this, like, don't it make sense? I'm sure that makes sense, right? It's like the fleet managers are programmed and trained to tell you, you're gonna have to deadhead to this area. You know, it's gonna be a better reload area to get you better paying freight. But sometimes by the time you deadhead over there to get that freight, deliver that load, it's like that load really not even paying more. It's just balancing out. So pay and freight has decreased within the past year. Now I'm still making money. But it ain't as much as I was making whenever I first signed my lease. Now sometimes I hit some good paying weeks, some real good paying weeks. But every other week, it's like I get stuck in this certain number. Like, I can't net over 3,000. Like, it's something that they do where you can't make more money than what you got the potential to make, if I'm making sense. Y'all with me? All right, so moving on to something, a pro about Prime that I've been dealing with for these past 2 years is, of course, the home time. A lot of people tell me, hey, you need to go here, you need to do this, you can go local, you can do this. No. The main reason I'm with Prime is because of the home time, not the money. It's the home time. And when I go home, I don't have to worry with nobody constantly messaging me, hey, you ready to get back on the road? You need to get back on the road. You got a truck payment due. It's like, my fleet manager, he do not bother me at all. It's like the day before or 2 days before I'm scheduled to come back on the road, he'll message me and be like, hey, you still good for this day? It's either a yes or a no. If I say no, push me back, there is no consequences to that. He pushed my time back. I know, and he know that I know I got a truck payment to still make. But he don't give me no lectures about it. So that right there was 2 pros right there. Home time and my fleet manager. Me and my fleet manager, we got a good thing going. I be saying this all the time. I put my fleet manager up against anybody. Hopefully he not watching my videos. Hopefully he don't ever watch none of my videos. But if you are watching my videos, man, I need you to start dispatching more loads, man. Alright, so we're gonna shift to another con. What can I say? A con. This is right here. This could be a personal feeling. Personally, I really don't feel like Prime take their drivers' advice, opinions, and all that stuff into account for with some of the decisions that they have made and that they are making. I'm trying to keep this on a little on a fine line. I'm trying to walk on a fine line, y'all. I feel like a lot of the decisions that Prime has made and is making, it's not really to benefit the driver, or they actually thought about the driver or how the driver would feel. It's just to benefit Prime or to stroke some people's ego. I'm gonna keep it right there. I ain't gonna dig too deep into that. But yeah, if you know, you know. Like, I be looking on social media. I'm in the groups. I be watching other people's videos. I be seeing what people have to say. And it's like people are saying the same thing, but they're saying it in different ways. But if you sum it all up, drivers are saying the same thing. And it's like Prime not really paying attention to the drivers. And it's like drivers really are the heart of a company. And then social media is so strong now. Sometimes all it takes is that one certain person and that one certain situation to talk about your company. And I'm not gonna say it's gonna be bad for your company, but it could be a bad look and it could turn away some business. I feel like some companies and some people at Prime don't really have knowledge of how strong social media is. Nobody is really going to Google to look at working at this place. Most of the people are going to YouTube, TikTok. I be seeing some people ask questions on Facebook, but most people are going to YouTube, TikTok. They're not going to Google to look up your company. They're going to see what other drivers are saying about your companies. And I be thinking like, has Prime even watched this person's video, listening to what they are saying? Now, I know some drivers lie. I know that. And also companies lie. But there is a lot of information out there with how some drivers are treated or how they were treated. And it could turn a lot of drivers away from Prime. Now, in no way am I telling anybody, hey, come over to Prime to work. No, I have never said that. You cannot go back in one video where I said, hey, you should come join Prime. Here's why you should go to Prime. No. Even when people message me and asking me, hey, do you think that, I should do this? I'll be like, look, if that's what you want to do, you do it. I don't ever tell nobody to come to Prime, and I don't ever tell nobody, hey, jump in trucking. If it's what you want to do, you do it. Now, another thing, I think this could be kind of a pro. I like Prime system with everything in the phone. Click on this in the app that I arrive here. Click on this, drop in the trailer. If I need any help, I'm on the side of the road. I don't even have to make a call. All I got to do is just send a message. If I need to get in touch with my fleet manager, all I got to do is send a message. I don't have to wait on hold. So I like Prime system with the app. But there are some things with Prime system that could be a con, like having to scan in paperwork and to still do a live loaded call. Like, I don't understand. It just don't make sense. You want me to scan in paperwork and then tell you everything that's already there on the paperwork. Moving on. Let me see what else. This is not a pro or this is not a con, but truck payments. You already know what your truck payment gonna be before you even sign that lease. So if you got a problem with your truck payment after you been leasing, then that's a personal feeling. You knew what it was gonna be before you even signed that lease. So I think that's all I got for right now. I may go in and add little voiceovers over with clips, but so far that's all I got. Prime is a good company. Prime is not the best company. There's better out there and there's worse out there. There's better paying and also there's lower paying. There is no perfect company. Even if you start your own trucking company, there's no way your trucking company can be perfect. Nobody is perfect, but Prime can and should improve. The terminals, okay, cool. We need to talk about the stuff that's going on out here in the streets, in these trucking streets. So that's all I got for this video. Like this video, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and I will see y'all on the next trucking vlog.